Good morning. I'm Brian Middleton, Fort Bend County District Attorney. I'm sad to announce that yesterday a police officer from the Arcola Police Department was arrested for 2 charges, sexual assault and official oppression. I would like to thank the Texas Rangers, the Arcola Police Department, the Manville Police Department, and the Brazoria County District Attorney's Office for moving quickly and apprehending Officer Ruiz so quickly. I also like to thank Therese Booth from our office. She is the chief of our newly formed Public Integrity Division. So I'm going to step away and let Therese speak to you about this case.
Good morning. I'd like to thank you all for coming because I'm about to ask you for some help this morning. But before I do, let me fill you in a little bit about what has happened. The date of offense is November 16th of this year. The offenses occurred in Fort Bend County. They began in Brazoria County, so we've got a joint jurisdiction issue. The officer was with Arcola Police Department, and our victim is a 23-year-old female. She was pulled over for traffic violations, and in the course of her contact with Officer Ruiz was coerced into submitting to a sexual act. Officer Ruiz, the complainant made her complaint to the Manville Police Department. Manville began the investigation. Arcola Police Department cooperated fully. The Texas Rangers picked up the investigation, and the Public Integrity, Dustin Claiborne is the investigator assigned from the DA's office to the Public Integrity Division. All of us worked together along with the Brazoria County District Attorney's Office, specifically the DA, Jerry Yenny. As a result of the investigation last night, arrest warrants were issued for Officer Ruiz for the offenses of official oppression, which is a Class A misdemeanor, and sexual assault, which is a second-degree felony. He was arrested last night after those warrants were signed by a judge here in Fort Bend County. This is still a working investigation. We believe that there is a strong possibility that there are other victims out there who may have suffered at the hands of Officer Ruiz. So we are asking you to please let this information be spread amongst the community, as sad and difficult as it is. This office, Brian Middleton and the Public Integrity Division, along with all of the other law enforcement agencies that are involved with this, as well as the Brazoria County District Attorney's Office, we stand firmly against the abuse of power that these kinds of offenses represent. We are going to continue working together. We want anyone who has any additional information concerning Officer Ruiz, any potential victims who may have had contact with him, to please reach out to our office. Our mainline number is 281-341-4460, and we will continue working this case if necessary. Thank you.
Any questions?
How many other victims are we talking about, possible victims? Like, do you have a ballpark at all?
I have none at this time. We just feel, based on the actions that we investigated, that there's a possibility, a very strong possibility, that it may not have been his first offense.
And how do you tell these people, victims, to come forward? Obviously, it's scary to go to a department when you should trust police officers. What would you say to them, to be brave to make them make that call?
I have to commend this particular victim in this case. It took a lot of courage to come forward. People that have good family support typically are the ones that come forward. Obviously, there's a reason for the initial contact, and sometimes people are so embarrassed about that they choose not to come forward. Again, this is a horrible abuse of power. And we take it very seriously, and I would, obviously the Rangers are involved. They will make the initial contact as far as the interview, and we take it from there. All we ask is that witnesses who have information come forward and not be afraid to tell the truth.
How long has Officer Ruiz been with the department, and have there been any other complaints against him?
Again, we're still working. This case has come forward very quickly. We did that because of the seriousness of the offenses, and we wanted to stop his ability to be on the streets and have access to any other potential victims. He has been with Arcola for 1 year and 2 months as a full-time active police officer. He worked there also 6 months prior to that period as a reserve officer.
Has he confessed?
We have taken a statement from him, and he admitted to a portion of our allegations.
What was that portion?
I don't want to get into all the details of the offense at this time, and part of the reason I don't want to do that at this time twofold. One, I don't want to try the case right now, and secondly, I don't want details to get out that might taint a potential victim coming forward. I want any potential victims who have information to not be tainted by what I would give out at this time.
So November 16th, it started in Brazoria County, but it ended
Correct.
in Fort Bend County,
Yes,
correct? Okay.
yes.
Did he know this woman?
I've given you what I have at this point. It was a traffic stop.
And is there dash camera video of their, I've been told there's dash camera video of their interaction, but not the sexual assault. Can you just speak to any, I know this is, hasn't been tried, but can you speak to any evidence that is out there?
I can tell you that at the time that we filed the arrest warrants, we had probable cause. And the Rangers, along with Dustin, Investigator Claiborne, and myself, we have reviewed the information, and part of that included in-camera video.
How's the victim doing?
It's a hard question, and I think she's the only one that can answer that question at this point. I can't speak for her right now.
Did she report the alleged assault immediately? Did it take her a while? I mean, when did she come forward with the information?
She reported it within a 24-hour period. Any other questions?
The Rangers are the lead investigators, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. The Texas Rangers are the lead investigators. We have been assisting along with Brazoria County District Attorney's Office. Thank you very much.
Can you just state your name one more time and spell it
Sure.
for us?
My name is Therese Boose. It's TERESEBUESS. Thank you.
I just wanted to make one last comment. If there are any victims out there who had this type of interaction with this officer, please let us know. Don't be afraid to come forward. We will protect you. The Fort Bend County District Attorney's Office, and specifically the Public Integrity Division, is here to keep Fort Bend County safe. So have no fear. If you bring us our complaints, we will seek justice. Thank you.